Hello, everyone. It's time for some Xbox Live indie games. This time we're taking a look at the games that were released from the weeks of April the 5th, 2015 to September the 5th, 2015. That's right, 5 months of Xbox Live indie games. It has been a while since we've last looked at them. However, the number of games have slowed down. So, even though it's been 5 months, we only have 17 games to look at. That's still a lot for one video, but not a whole lot for 5 months. However, since we do have 17 games, I think we won't spend too much time with any one of them. We'll see how it goes. But we're finally back to some Xbox Live indie games, because we've all missed them. We've missed these indie gems. However, I do have some news that I do need to tell you about Xbox Live indie games. It was just announced that Xbox Live indie games will indeed be shutting down. Yes, Microsoft, I guess, took a look around the Xbox 360 dashboard and noticed there was an indie section. So, they're shutting it down, but the good news is that you still have some time before that happens. Their schedule is that on September the 9th, 2016, they will stop accepting new games. So we still have a year before we have the last XBLIG get submitted. Then in September of 2017, the marketplace will be closed altogether. So this means that we have 1 year of Xbox Live indie games, and if you want to buy any yourself, you have 2 years from now to actually do that. It's a sad thing. Actually, it is kind of a sad thing, because if they're saying the marketplace will be closed, that sounds like it's gonna be gone altogether. All of these games just vanished. It's sort of the thing that people are afraid of with digital distribution, that your games, or rather, the ability to buy games will vanish, as there are some games on here that will probably only ever released on XBLIG. And if this goes away permanently, then those games, too, go away permanently, unless the developer wanted to release a PC version. But that's what it comes down to. In 2 years, apparently, this goes away entirely. I would assume you will still be able to play the Xbox Live indie games you have bought and downloaded, but as for anything else, I don't think you'll be able to buy them anymore. I don't think it will be possible to download any more XBLIGs after September of 2017. But that's a while from now. That's September 2017. We're in September of 2015, and we're looking at 17 XBLIGs, starting with Indiemon VS Zombies. Indiemon is a series that there have been a few releases of this on XBLIG, of a few different kinds of games. So this was the latest one, Indiemon vs. Zombies. We are fighting zombies with our Indiemon. I have to select a character. This is very Smash Brothers-ish. I'm gonna pick Nimbus Storm, because how can you fight a living storm cloud? You can't. That's the answer. I'm gonna go with the Deadlands. Oh, I'm not gonna go with the Deadlands. I meant to pick the Grasslands, because I only have the demo. Okay, here I am. I am a living thundercloud, and I'm throwing my lightning, and this is just a dual joystick shooter. This is just a dual joystick shooter, and zombies are gonna be, piling in. This is that game. You remember that game. We've seen plenty of that game in the years that we've looked at Xbox Live indie games. There's been a lot of them. This is another one. This is part of the Indiemon franchise, and the other Indiemon games I don't believe were like this. This one is. I mean, you want to use your fan-favorite Indiemon characters that you have become attached to over the course of the Indiemon franchise, and take them into battle against zombies, where I can throw my lightning bolts, because I am a living storm cloud, which is pretty awesome. And I assume it just I assume it just keeps on going forever. I assume this is just going to keep on going. What can a zombie do to a storm cloud? Is the zombie going to bite the storm cloud? Does it become a zombie storm cloud? Can it shoot zombie lightning? Will the storm cloud want to eat you? Never even considered that. Never even thought about the ramifications of a zombie thundercloud. But I think that's probably the most interesting thing that Indiemon vs. Zombies has to show us. I think maybe it's time to just move on to the next indie gem. It's time for Loot or Die. I mean, I don't know if you want it to be time for that, but it is. I mean, these are the levels in Loot or Die. I mean, it's just throwing us... Oh, look at that. That's not even a planet. It's just throwing us down right into this. Not really any introduction, but we're going to go down to Planet Cali, see what this is all about. Alright, there we go. We are a man with some kind of long gun. Okay, we're going to kill stuff. I guess it's a shotgun. So let's see, I can jump. Different levels of jump. We have a tutorial telling us how to play the game. I mean, the text box really doesn't need to scroll in like that. It would be faster if it just appeared, really. That slime had treasure, and I've taken it from him. I have also murdered that slime's children. Alright, movement's a little slow, but... I mean, it's... Oh no, I'm hurt. I used my lime ring to heal myself. Okay, I did it heal. It's a little slow, but I guess the movement works. Shooting works. I mean, it is... You are using the right analog stick to move the gun 360 degrees, like that game, like Indiemon vs. Zombies. But I guess it's more interesting because we have a side-scrolling level. We actually have obstacles and things on the screen aside from just a big empty field with zombies in it. Oh no. Can I get up there? Yes I can, okay. I guess there's an exit somewhere to this level I should be finding. Then again, the game is called Loot or Die, so I guess the expectation is that I am supposed to loot as much treasure as I can. And part of that seems to be shooting as many monsters as I can. We've seen slimes, we've seen spiders. Now, I actually cannot move the gun the full 360 degrees. I can't shoot it straight up or straight down. That seems a little odd. Why wouldn't you be able to just point it straight up? But it seems that we're about to run into a boss monster. Alright, there it is. Oh no, it can jump! But fortunately, I can aim in a different direction than I'm running. And I've killed the boss monster. We did it. Alright, so I don't know if we really need to take any more time to look at Loot or Die. I think you got the idea. I think you got the idea of what this is and what the game's... Oh no! He's back. He's a boss monster who is now a normal enemy. To let you know that things are getting real, because that big enemy that was a boss is now just a normal enemy, and you're going to have to fight it just like slimes. But that's probably... Well, I mean, you probably won't, because you are probably not going to play Loot or Die. If you were, though, you would be fighting that large skeleton man. If you were. And that's... Oh, what's that? It's a different big enemy. Well, at least there's... Oh, I died. It's game over. It's probably a good place to stop. At least there's some enemy variation with the big enemies. I do like big enemies. I'm not sure how much I like Loot or Die, though.
Media.
It's time for another romp with Sick Media, another one of the prolific XBLIG developers that we have encountered in the past. And when you're talking about Sick Media, you are talking about some interesting poser models. You'll probably recognize Sick Media's work immediately. If not, I mean, we could look at other games. You recognize it now? Because, like, this is what all of their games look like. They use these poser model. I mean, I assume that these are models that they purchased somewhere, because they never improve. They never look any better. You'd think that if they were making it themselves, they would be getting better at that. But no, it's time for 3 Days of Nurse Fanny. You wonder what the game is? Well, I mean, you can probably guess what this is inspired by.
A most unusual and grave situation. But only 3 days to go until you can be treated for your condition. Until that time, whatever happens, you must keep your excitement levels down and your sanity levels up. The nurse will be round to check up on you from time to time. Actually, best shut your eyes when this happens. We've noticed your excitement levels rise dangerously high if you see her entering the room. There is a buzzer attached to the door the nurse will enter or exit the ward by. Also, there is a monitor set up next to your bed, which is hooked up to some of the ward's security cameras, so you can see when she's coming. Why they've positioned some of them as they have is beyond me, but anyway. If you make sure to close your eyes until she's gone away again, you should be alright. Lastly, don't leave your eyes shut for too long, or you might find you'll lose your sanity, and we wouldn't want that, would we? Ah, and one other thing. If you watch one camera for too long, the system breaks down for a while and then resets. Okay, that's everything I think. Have a good day.
Alright, so we have a thing for the nurse, and that's bad because we get excited, so we have to close our eyes if we see the nurse. Don't leave them closed too long, or we'll go insane. Alright, we have to look at the cameras, see where the nurse is, because she's lurking. She's lurking. I mean, really, I guess you would more consider that just her doing her rounds, rather than like being some kind of maniacal killer robot or anything. It just so happens that we have to not get excited, and that means we have to not look at her. How do I put the camera down? Pressing the buttons. Let's see. None of the buttons are putting it down. Oh, hold on. No? It seemed like for an instant. Okay, there we go. I guess she's still not here. So yeah, it's Five Nights at Freddy's, except instead of killer animatronics, we were in a hospital in which there was apparently only one nurse on duty, and it just so happens that we will die if we look at her. So let's not do that, I guess. She sure is nowhere to be found, though. Yeah, like, why is there a camera here, like the doctor said? Why would they even put one there? Huh? I don't see her. I mean, not a whole lot's happening right now, so I might say maybe... Oh, there she is. We should not look at her. She seemed to know that we were looking at her in the camera. I don't know how she would know that. So I guess we just have to hang out until enough time passes, I guess. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot happening. I might say maybe we should go on to the next game, but I suppose we should just try this a little longer. I mean, they put so much... Sick Media obviously put so much effort into their model, as they do with all of their productions. There she is. I'm not sure if it affects me if I look at her through the camera, or is it only when she's in the room? Or is it that it doesn't work like Five Nights at Freddy's, where if I'm looking at them in the camera, maybe it holds them in place, but only for a little period of time, because the camera breaks if I look at it too long? And also the hospital, I know that the maintenance budget is probably low, but the hospital probably should do something about these lights. And is that her? I mean, she's not dressed like she was, but we haven't seen anyone else. Oh no, there she is. And that's gotta be someone else, so who is that? Alright. I mean, technically, nothing should have... Why is there blood? She's not here to kill me, she's a nurse. I mean, technically, nothing should have happened to me because I was not looking at her, I was looking at the camera, which means I wasn't seeing her, which means my excitement level should not have gone up. Which is, I guess my excitement level going up is what has led to me spontaneously bleeding from every pore in my head. That's 3 days of Nurse Fanny. It's time for Equation Finder. The title screen is not putting on any airs. It's not trying to make itself look big in front of you. It's telling you, it's Equation Finder. You want to play it or not? Yeah, you press play game. The music's a bit dramatic for finding equations. Alright, I have to find equations. Where are the equations? 10? And 3, and 10, and 5, and 5, and 1, and 2, and 4, and 6, and 8, and 7, and 1, and 9, and 3, and 3. Nope. I failed to find the equation. I could not find it. I could not find the equation. Nope, the result was 77, and I did not find the equation. Time is going down. The target is 49. Okay, so in the upper left it says the target is 49. So does that mean I need to find an addition equation that will get me 49? Okay, so try to get on track here. Numbers must be connected. Oh, okay. It has to go like that. So, alright, so now we're at 25. And what about 26? And what about 32? Let's see. That would be 35, 45, 49. Can I press a button to... No, resume game. Oh, wait, okay, I can have different operations. I can use subtraction, multiplication, division. I am all-powerful in the ways of math. Now I wonder, does it have to be 15 exactly? That says it's an invalid equation. I did not do it. There must be something about this that I'm not seeing. What does board size 5 mean? What? Oh, and okay. All right, let's get serious now. Target is 12. Okay, I mean, it seems like the easiest one would be 10 plus 12, but let's see. Oh, wait. Trigger evaluate? There we go. Right trigger is how we actually get it to accept. Target is 12 again? Really? I already used that. Oh, I have to get a different equation to get 12. Okay, 6 plus 5 plus 1. There we go. Okay, now we understand. 9 plus 3 is 12. All right. What else? Can we do 9 plus 3 again? Yes, we can, because that was a different 9 and 3. All right, what else is going to get us 12? 6 and 6 should get us 12, last time I checked. How about 5 plus 2 plus 5? Yep, there we go, 1080. What about 10 and 12 over here? Yep, we can use that. It will accept that answer. What about 6 and 6 over here? Yep, there we go. So I guess that's what we're doing. We're finding as many equations that we can get. 8 plus 1 plus 3. Yep, there we go. Finding as many equations as we can that will get us the number 12, or at least in this case. Obviously, that target number can change. Do we really need to keep going on since we now know how to do this? I don't know. I don't know if we really need to keep doing it. Let's see. Any more additions? I mean, I don't have to use additions, obviously, because I do have the other operations that I could use. But I don't know. It seems like this is all we need to look at. It says next level is not applicable. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's because we're in the demo. What does Y mean? Show lines. Oh, okay, there we go. Those are the ones I've already used, so it's letting me know what I have already used, and I can't use them again. You know, I don't think we really need to take a look at more of this. It's Equation Finder. I guess it could be useful as like an edutainment tool. If you wanted a kid to do some math exercises, they could use this. They could probably do worse than this. I mean, it's bare bones, but once you figure out what it is it wants you to do, it's pretty easy to use. So I guess I can't fault Equation Finder for what it's doing. It's time to have more fun with twins. Even more fun than you thought you had. I mean, you thought you knew what fun with twins was all about. But no, XBLIG is here to show you.
Hello there.
You had no idea. Here's Ileana. Alright, we're going to play a little game. That's what I'm here for, Ileana. She has a surprise for me. Oh, I hope it is a Silver Dollar Games XBLIG. Alright, let's play. That's what I'm all about. Alright, let's see what we want to do. Match some cards. Yeah, I can match some cards. I mean, yeah, they have ladies on them, but... oh, I missed those bonuses. The ladies seem incidental. Just seems like a card matching game. But I'm one step closer to getting a steamy surprise. She is going to gift me some Steam dollars to my wallet. I'm going to buy a Steam game. I assume that's what the surprise is. She's big into selling hats on Steam. Oh, bonus card. I'm gonna get that. I can't get the bonus after I win.
Good job.
I'm not bad. Ileana seems pretty interested in how good I am at concentration. I mean, it's a game that a lot of kids play, I would suppose. Everyone's come across this game at one point or another in their lives.
0.
Just barely. And I got the bonus cards. What does Ileana think about all that? Great. I mean, it's really your deck, Ileana. I'm playing with yours. All right, here we go. It's the same ladies on all these cards, aren't they?
5.
That's kind of odd, isn't it? You would think that they would have gotten different ladies, but no, it's just like the 3 or 4.
Good job.
Thanks. I mean, I guess I'll keep doing this as many times as you're asking me to do it. It's just like the same thing over and over, Ileana.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Missed that bonus, but I guess that's all right.
Good job.
All right, okay. My deck's gonna get bigger. Again, it's really your deck I'm playing with here. Oh, the trial is over. So I guess that I have to buy the full game in order for Ileana to gift me the Steam game that she was going to give me. That was the steamy present, obviously. So that is More Fun with Twins. I don't know what I would have expected a game called More Fun with Twins to be. This was probably not it. Oh yeah. It's time for One Night You're Crazy. And you might recognize the title screen and the font that we're seeing here. You might recognize it, and if you don't, you're probably going to recognize the setting the game takes place in. It's a location we may have seen a few times before. Once it loads all of the images. Yeah, it's this house again. You remember this house. Oh yeah, we're in the upstairs bedroom. Let's see, we're gonna go downstairs. Let's see, to the right is the living room. Is there anything I can interact with? I'm gonna go into the dining area, and I guess I'm gonna head into the kitchen, which I know is over here, because I've been in this house so many times now, I basically know the entire layout. Alright, okay, actually, that was some fourth wall breaking, title screen right there. Loot or Die, I guess that was made by the same developer, but, you know, this developer does like the horror games that takes place in his house, so we're gonna... Well, let's see how to play. How do we play this? Okay, we hold down left or right arrows to move faster. To win as a human, we must find the teddy bear parts and return them to the basement. 5-minute time limit. Oh, okay, so you can be a wolf. There is a multiplayer aspect. So we are branching off from the single-player experience to multiplayer. Again, we're not going to be able to look at multiplayer because you do need Xbox Live Gold to play multiplayer games on the Xbox 360, so we're going to play single-player. Alright. Yep, that teddy bear. We've seen it before. Oh no! I'm going to hold A, and it's going to do what? Found nothing. Okay. I have to look around for stuff. I have to put the teddy bear back together. Oh, hold on. There. Over here. Hopefully the wolf does not find me while I'm doing this. I found nothing. Over here? It doesn't look like there are any teddy bear pieces there. No, but I found it. It was hidden there. Did I search under this wooden thing on the table? Under that tray? No, but there was nothing there anyway. What about the chessboard? Alright, I found both arms. Let's see, get back to that teddy bear before the wolf finds me. Nope, there it is. Alright, maybe let's head around. Oh, we can look here as well. Alright, that's considerate of the wolf to leave the house. So it looks like this game is pretty similar to Metal Gear Solid 5 in that it eschews much of the heavy story and lore of the previous games in favor of just straight-up gameplay elements. You can see the similarity. All right, looks like I'm starting from the beginning, and you know we have a lot of games to look at, so you can probably you see how this game works. You see how it works. We probably don't need to continue on this for right now. And spoilers for later in this video. This is not the last time that we are going to see this house, so don't worry about that. We're going to get to see it, but that's probably oh, we can hide in here. Got hiding mechanics. What about this laptop? Okay, we're back here. Yeah, that's probably enough for one night. You're crazy. That's right. You thought we were just going to do an exorcism. You had no idea how sexy it was gonna be. You know, I always thought that exorcisms needed more sex appeal, and that's what we've got right here with the Sexy Exorcist. Okay, we can play this game. Alright, we are something? We're in an office, and there's Janine, our secretary. And, yeah, we have no work, we have no business. We don't know how we're gonna pay Janine. I mean, it's a pretty depressing situation overall. I guess let's check our computer. Okay, I have 0 friends on Douchebook. I mean, it seems like you wouldn't want to have any friends on that, right? Got a mail from Tim. What does Tim have to say? Okay, is my wiener in need? Weenex Plus. Only 8 installments of $125. That's really quite a bargain. I should save that and get back to that when we have some money in our coffers from, our business. I mean, Janine, I think that you just have to do whatever work it is that you're doing over there. Because I'm the boss, and we are a successful company. And what's this? You dropped a sparkly on the floor, Janine. What is that? Janine dropped $5 on the floor. Don't tell her. Don't tell her it was there. All right, Angela Morgan. Her daughter is probably possessed, I assume. Yep, demonic possession. All right, she's in a bright orange house in the Northeast. Why is this still sparkling? No, just the same email. Don't know why. Oh, we're still getting a glowy. So, Janine, we're in luck. Alright, here's the map. Okay, so she's in the orange house. A demonic seal bars my entry. I mean, that's promising. If there's a demonic seal, then maybe there is an actual exorcism to be had. And maybe it's sexy. Well, maybe someone at the church will help us with that. Aren't we an exorcist? Shouldn't we be able to do that ourselves? Let's go to the church. Alright, here's Reverend Moorcock. What does the good Reverend want? We could talk? I guess it is, Reverend. Guess it is. Let's investigate the area. Okay, there's a sparkly. Don't tell the Reverend we're stealing. Don't tell the Reverend. I mean, that probably was supposed to go in the collection tray, but don't mention anything. I don't know, here's $15 as my gift to you. The Reverend does not want to accept a gift from us. I guess we're leaving. I mean, we did not even bring up. Really? Okay. I guess now we officially are friends with the Reverend. Okay, we need to get a gift. And we can look up on Douchebook. Where's our office? We have to find the office. There we go. We have a large office considering our business is failing. We put up a good front, honestly. Okay, what is Mia Moorcock like? Let's see. Candy and shoes and only wears black. Okay, so that can give me some indication of what kind of gift Reverend Moorcock would enjoy. Alright, so what do we want? Here's a general store. Maybe we can buy some candy. I mean, I don't have a lot of money. Hi, Fiona, what's going on? Great! I mean, that's how it works in real life. I give people gifts, and their affection meter increases, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't think I can interact with anything. Let's look at the items for sale. Okay, I can buy stilettos, chocolate, the black outfit. So the only thing I can buy that it seems that the Reverend would enjoy is some chocolate. That's all I can afford. All I have to my name in the world is $10 and a chocolate bar. Soon I won't even have the chocolate bar. Alright, hopefully the Reverend enjoys this gift. Since we're now friends on Douchebook, she will accept it. She couldn't before. Alright. Oh, hey! I traded a candy bar for the Book of Souls. I mean, that's really something, Reverend. I mean, do you just give this out to your parishioners, or is this just like a thing between you and me? Well, now that we have the Book of Souls, maybe we can use that to break the demonic seal around our client's house. Yeah! Alright. I mean, the demonic seal did indicate that there was actual possession going on here, so let's go in there. Look, this is my job. Why am I here if I'm too afraid to go into the room? We're going in that room. Alright, Carol/Casamortis. Okay, so if I beat Casamortis, then Carol will be released. If I fail, I lose my soul as well. And we're going to... Okay, so this is trivia. So this is basically the same concept as Quiz and Dragons, where we had to save the land of Capconia from an evil warlord who gave us trivia questions to answer. This demon works the same way. I believe Beelzebub is another name we could use. Where do vampires sleep? They could sleep in a coffin, I guess. What does Beelzebub mean? It means the Lord of the Flies. Alright, which of the following is a demon? Anubulus, Earldom, or Elegos? You know, I actually don't know the question. I don't know the answer for this one. I assume it's not Earldom. Anubulus or Elegos I have not heard of before. I'm just going to go with Anubulus. I got that wrong, but it looks like that I still have another chance. Who is the president of Hell? Valak, Shalak, Shalaka, Laka, Boom, Boom. I don't know how I'm supposed to know the answer to this one. I'm going to go with X. I'm 2 out of 3 on the failometer. It's a good thing I have that failometer to show me what my status is. Look, Casamortis, I got the last 2 questions wrong. I don't think this is too easy. Okay, we're now warped into the Hell world. Okay, burn which herb? Let's see, is it Sage? It is Sage. We have a time limit now on these questions. Okay, good. Now we have warped back to Earth into the mortal plane. Oh, and we are being ejected from this mortal plane by the time limit. Unfortunately, we were on such a good track with the Sexy Exorcist. I mean, I'm kind of waiting, honestly, on the sexy part. Did not notice a whole lot of that. I mean, we did get to an exorcism, so it followed up on that point. I didn't think it was too sexy, though. Could have done better in that respect. We're loading. It's got to initialize that audio. You wouldn't have much of a game without it. Okay, it's loading the stuff. It'll get there. Don't you worry. It may take a while, because there's so much content to share with you. But you can count on XBLIG. It's going to follow through. See, it's loading the particles and the physics. You want that in your indie games, right? Look, don't rush Xbox Live indie games. It takes time to get things just right. Look, I'm sure the game will be worth playing once it's done loading. There we go. I'm very curious to see what these physics are all about. It's Avatar Wasteland. Let's play an offline game. Okay, here we go. I'm controlling my avatar, and that frame rate is real rough, and I'm picking up an ammo box. It's an empty ammo box now. So it's a first-person shooter. I'm controlling my avatar, I would assume. Oh, that's a large gun. Okay. Different guns. Start off with a bunch of them. Alright. That's not really the proper way to hold that, I think. I mean, granted, I'm not an expert in guns. I'm not a gunspert. But I'm pretty sure that's not. This is an offline game, and I assume when I chose offline game, it meant that there would be enemies. I might be wrong. It's possible. So maybe this is one of those walking simulators I've heard so much about. You actually, you're here to explore the environment. Just walk around, look at the sky, look at the hills. Think about what must have happened here to turn it into a wasteland. An avatar wasteland. The only sound available to us. The sound of our feet scratching on the ground. Didn't it say it was loading audio? Not a whole lot of audio. I mean, I guess there's the sound of the gun. And they have different sounds, it's true. Did that blow up? I didn't see it blow up. Not really what I expect a rocket to sound like. I'm starting to think that we're not going to meet any enemies. But okay, that's fine. I mean, I guess that just means we have more time for the other games that we're going to look at. And I might be stuck in this little pit. Let me just see if I can get out of the pit. Let me just see if I can. Can I? Can I get out? I might be stuck. I might be. And aren't we all stuck in our own personal Avatar Wasteland? Well, you see the instructions. Turn off the lights and raise the volume, because this is going to be scary. Alright, we are playing Game of Horror. That's right. The only game to claim that it is the video game embodiment of horror. All other horror video games pale in comparison to Game of Horror. All these people are missing. I don't know where any of them are. But maybe we'll find out as we play Game of Horror. Okay, there's the menu. I'm gonna press play. And that background was having trouble, making an effort to try to scroll by, but it was having problems. I'll spare it the effort and start the game. What a mansion! Well, I guess we could just exit. Whoop, oh, that's not what I wanted to press. Pressing the L trigger brings up the purchase screen. I mean, nice try, Game of Horror. Nice try. I guess it does say LT right there, but somehow felt that it would do something else. Anyway, I can't go through here. There would be probably dogs on the other side of it anyway. Have to find... Okay, over here on the table. Got the spade key. Okay, spade wing. I mean, that looks like diamonds. Yep, that's not right. Nope. Pressed LT again. I'm pressing it because I'm used to thinking that's gonna run. What is run? Okay, right trigger is run. Alright. That's diamonds. Spade. And spade. Okay, this is the spade wing. Anything on this table? Empty box. I guess that means there was nothing there. Well, I guess we have to find the key to get out the front door. Seems to be the idea. Oh no, it's a guy? Whoops, nope. Keep pressing the left trigger. Nope, want to press right trigger. It's a guy and he's coming after me. I should probably... Nope. If I buy the game now, I can avoid being killed. Again, nice try, Game of Horror. I was eviscerated. And again, seriously, pro move on trying to get the player to purchase the game to avoid dying. That is a serious free-to-play move on your part, Game of Horror. Well, I guess that's Game of Horror. You probably just get pursued by that guy as you go through the house trying to find the key to the front door. And probably none of these people are actually in the game. I'm just guessing.
Maison Kanraku.
You heard it. It's time for Maison Kanraku. Let's go with start. I mean, that's the default screen mode, but let's, make it fill the whole screen, I guess. Takes place in Tokyo, 2015 AD, so right now. The first climax has been released. Alpha and Omega, the world will never be the same? Is this Evangelion? Oh, it totally is Evangelion. What are we gonna do? What did we do? What do we do? Erase our traces and run. Alright, here we go. I'm getting the iPhones. Gotta pick up success. I picked up the iPhones. There's an old woman, and I probably don't want her to see me because I did it. Alright, get the iPhones, avoid the old women, just like real life. I can also throw something to distract. Surely is how you do it. Okay, so at the top of the screen it says traces. And it looks like the iPhones are the traces. So are they like traces of my existence? Traces that I've been here? Why am I trying to erase the traces? And what do the old women have to do with the Alpha and the Omega? Yep, she was distracted by the beanbag or whatever that was that I threw. Look, I don't have all the answers here when it comes to my son, Kenraku. All I know is that oh no, the old woman saw me and she's real mad. All I know is that I have to erase my traces and avoid getting spotted by old women. It's a tale as old as time, really. I like how our character runs. He seems real carefree. It seems that I cannot throw another beanbag until the first one vanishes. Then I can just go ahead and toss it. Alright, I got all the traces. I mean, the old women, I don't know why I need the traces. I don't know why I don't want the old women to see me. There's a lot of mysterious aspects to Maison Kenraku. Look, none of us have all the answers. I don't know, what was with that splash screen at the beginning of, two animated characters, apparently putting forth a lot of exertion? I'm not sure what that was about. Oh no, I almost made that. I guess I'm starting here, okay? Okay, I'll do it. Look, the Alpha and the Omega happened, and I have to erase my traces. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I cannot question the necessity of erasing the traces. All I know is that it's needed. It has to be done. And who am I to question that? Who are any of us to question that? I did it. I'm sure this game has a lot of deep lore hidden just underneath the surface, waiting to be found, waiting to be explored. Oh no, that janitor. I landed on his head, and he did not get squished like a Goomba. No, he is no Goomba. He is a man, a human being. Sometimes I can't tell the difference anymore. Alright, I did it. You know, I know we've heard that sound effect in another game. I think it was that game where we were a ninja that had to get out of hell. It was something like that. I know we've heard the sound. I mean, if this does come from the same developer, this plays a lot better than that ninja game did. You know, I think that's probably enough for my son, Kenraku, because honestly, it doesn't seem like it's getting any different. It seems like there's a lot of this. Maybe new enemies appear. I don't know. I don't know. It's time for space battle. I mean, we're not dealing with the Alpha and the Omega here. We're not dealing with online war. No, we're dealing with challenge and... Okay. Yep, here we go. We're, dual joystick shooter, but not zombies, it's space this time. Shooting the flying saucers. Oh, extreme close-up slow-mo, adding excitement to the proceedings. It seems that the asteroids do not hurt us, so this is not a clone of asteroids, it just kind of looks like it. I died. I hit the edge of the screen. I was out of bounds. You know, the bounds are clearly demarcated in space. You can't go past the boundaries in space. They're right there. Everyone can see them. We get power-ups from some of these UFOs. Okay, there we go. And I got a three-way shot. And that's good because now I don't have to aim as accurately at the UFOs. And that's always the best kind of weapon. The one that I can just spray indiscriminately and probably hit some enemies anyway. Oh man, so extreme. I'm so into this action. This battle in space. I can only wonder who will come out on top. Will it be humanity? Or will it be the aliens? But what if? What if it is humanity that is piloting the UFOs? Maybe I am the aliens. Ever think of that, huh? Maybe all these UFOs are actually just separated saucers from the Enterprise, from a whole lot of different dimensions. Like, you remember that episode where Worf was traveling between dimensions and then there were a whole lot of UFOs at the end? Become a legend! And destroy all of the Enterprises. Then all the Enterprises at the end show up. Well, what if all of those Enterprises separated the saucer from the rest of the ship, and then, like, there was a battle between all of those saucers, and, like, I don't know, this could be, like, some kind of Klingon ship, maybe? I don't know. Everyone, it's time for Really Scary 3. Revenge. It's time to complete the trilogy that we began in Really Scary 1 and 2. I can only imagine how the story turns out. He's gonna tell us everything. It was a morning making breakfast. Okay, press A to make breakfast. I guess I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? I guess I'm going to ignore it and go back to my egg because, you know, I'm not interested. Cooking breakfast. Go away, please. Now I am not coming. Yeah, I want... Look, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Look, he's not going to get my egg. All right? I'm going to defend my egg. All right. Like, if he wanted my egg... The egg? I mean, it's right here, but you're gonna have to go through this knife if you want it.
I can't move!
I guess we're gonna abandon the egg. I will kill you, probably, if I could. Telekinesis, huh? Well, I guess we didn't really have a chance with our knife. I hope you choke on that egg. The nightmare is far from over. We thought it was over, and we tried to go back to bed. We just couldn't get back to sleep, though, and then we took our covers off, and we looked at the clock, and we said, I just want to go back to sleep. But no, we're awake now. We're awake. Oh, it's scary. That's right. First person. Blanket control. Never before has a game given you this kind of control over your blanket. Oh no! Blanky will protect me. Will shield me from the Wolfman. Oh no! You see... The blanket, if we can't see the Wolfman, then he doesn't know that we're here. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows we're here, but... Okay, we're going to leave the security of the blanket to go to our laptop. And loading. Okay. All right, checking our email, even though we're being terrorized by Wolfman. Okay, let's see. Yo, check this game out. Just played Loot or Die. Yep, we tried it ourselves. I mean, yeah. We tried Loot or Die. We know what it's about. Okay, we didn't come to brunch. And Mom is concerned. Nigerian prince dies, and we've inherited 1/8 of the fortune. That could buy a whole lot of XBLIGs. I won't lie. Alright, the police are looking for me, and 4 women have disappeared. And I might be involved? I mean, surely it's all a misunderstanding. Surely. Look, Wolfman, it is extremely rude to hover over someone's shoulder when they're reading their emails. Like, I shouldn't even have to tell you that. That's just common knowledge. Well, probably wasn't the egg that they wanted. Now, who's this? Look, I knew about the Wolfman. That was at least a known quantity. But Scream Man, I did not know. Ghostface, what is he doing here? I have to crawl more slowly towards the bloody teddy bear. Because if I do that... Okay, he doesn't notice me. So let's crawl very slowly. Have to admire the dedication of taking these pictures frame by frame, crawling forward. Almost there. Alright, I guess let's get out our files. Do some light reading while being hunted by Ghostface and Wolfman and Telekinesis Man. Oh, this is what the demons want. This is what they're looking for. So we can't let them get it. We have to find a place where we can dispose of it, and that looks like a lighter, but I can't pick it up. I can pick up this axe. My turn to kick ass. Alright, we have first-person axing. Okay, I can pick up the lighter now. Yes, I can. Alright, whatever this file is, these demons will never get it. And I guess that's all there was to that. Teddy is just beside himself on what is going to happen. It's just so full of tension. Okay, let's see. Got to separate the demons from the plane. Okay, and I can do it with X. I was too slow with pressing X. We remember that part wrong. Let's do it again. Okay, gonna open this. Press X. Got him. Okay, I have to press X pretty much immediately. Because we are slow with this axe. It's kind of like the axe in Condemned. It's powerful, but it's pretty slow. Wolfman had enough of our shenanigans with the axe. I mean, he's... Come back and fight, Wolfman, I guess. I mean, he has our axe, so it's probably a bad idea. Okay, now we're back in PT. I can only wonder, will this be our last excursion into this house? Will this be the last time we ever see this house? We are so familiar with it now. It's like our home away from home. Just know the entire layout. We know where the kitchen is, where the living room is, where the bedroom is, where the mud room is. We won't forget about the mud room. Hey, Teddy. Teddy, alright, I need to press a button faster. Let's see. The bear was lying. Okay, so don't trust the bear. Gonna press the button that Teddy is not looking at. Except we're not. We were killed by the demo trial ending screen. That's really scary 3. I mean, we destroyed the file that the demons wanted, I guess? It's what they said they wanted, I suppose. But we're still being hunted by demons, and how will this trilogy end? What is the big twist at the end? I could never guess. Maybe it turns out that we were the house the entire time. The house is the main character, after all. It's really scary 3. Next up, it's Crypt of the Serpent King. We're loading it up, and when we have to load up a game, it's promising because there's going to be a lot of content for us to see. Alright, we're heading into a crypt. Let's see what this is all about. We can see it looks like a dungeon. I guess we're going to be dungeon crawling. There might be serpents. And a king of the serpents. Once it stops loading, we'll find out. For right now, I'm biting my nails in anticipation. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's play the demo. We could choose casual or normal. I mean, since we are a filthy casual, of course, we will pick casual so we have the weak enemies and tons of golden XP. Let's start. Alright, the demo level is starting. Alright, Crypt of the Serpent King. About to get right into it. There we go. Continue, and let's get in. Alright, here we are. First person. Swing that axe. Anything? Other buttons don't seem to really be doing much. We have a map. We have an axe. Really, what else do we need? Doors open automatically without pressing a button. Let me bump into things and see if anything happens. No. Alright. Oh, a box. No, nothing happens. Okay. Oh, it's a goblin, I guess. Probably it's what that is. Walked into another goblin. So this might be the ancestor of the protagonist in Really Scary 3. This is what the ancestor in ye olden times had to deal with. Not a wolfman in his house, but rather he went questing into crypts full of monsters, armed only with an axe, and this is probably what caused the curse that lasted down the generations of that bloodline, leading to what we see in Really Scary 3. Like, this is the origin of it all. This is Really Scary Origins. Here's a key. See, I was trying to find a key in Really Scary. No, actually I wasn't. That was Game of Horror was the one that I needed to find the key. Well, it's all connected anyway. You can see it. The extensive lore behind these games is something that you could spend a few nights researching, honestly. But I think we can be pretty confident that this is a prequel to Really Scary. I'm just gonna eat this food that I find lying around in the crypt. Look, we are a hardy warrior. It doesn't matter if it's full of mold and maggots. We can stomach it. You have to make do with what you have. You ever wonder how, like, a weapon could hurt a skeleton? A skeleton has to be animated by magic, right? Because it has no muscles or ligaments, or really anything keeping the skeleton together, or allowing it to move to begin with. So, it must be magical. And if that's the case, if you have just like a mundane axe and you split the skull of the skeleton, why would that even matter? Wouldn't it just keep going? And if, like, you shattered its like it's thigh bone, wouldn't the magic just hold the bone together, the splinters of it? I'm just not thinking that attacking a skeleton with a mundane weapon, I don't think it adds up. I don't think the logic is there. Now, if you had a magical axe, with which you could use to cancel out the animation spell that keeps the skeleton going, I mean, that's something I could believe, but just breaking the bones apart, I don't see why the spell would not just hold those splinters together. Just like they're holding the bones together now. Granted, I am not a necromancer, or really have no understanding of sorcery to begin with. So there's a lot here that I don't know about. I'm just a layman. I just don't think it adds up is all. Anyway, this movement's pretty slow, as you can see. You have to have a good wind-up on the axe, because it doesn't hit immediately. So in a way, it's kind of reminiscent of King's Field. A little faster moving than King's Field, honestly. But, there's sort of a vibe to it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be anything else to it besides just find 8 keys and then find the exit. Because it seemed like the maps seem pretty samey, right? It just seems like it's kind of the same hallways, and then you find a room with an altar in it, and there's a key, and there's a couple enemies around the altar. I think I read that the levels are procedurally generated, but does it really matter? I mean, if I went into the next level, and if it was like a carbon copy of this, or somehow different from this, I don't think I would notice either way. I mean, it runs kind of smoothly, and as far as being a polygonal game, it seems more capable than many of the XBLIGs we've seen that have tried to do that, but I don't know, I'm just not getting into it. This is probably the exit here, I would guess. Yeah, it's probably it. Maybe if we travel to different levels, we'll find different enemies. Maybe there would be different level configurations, and maybe we'll eventually find that Serpent King. I mean, that would be pretty neat if there was a Serpent King that we could find. I think that would be pretty neat anyway. And here's the 8th key. Alright, I guess let's head back. Forget those skeletons, because we are on our way downstairs. We have all the keys, and that should unlock it, I assume. Yep, there we go. Yep, they're not even following. Okay. So what happens now? That happens now. Okay, we get to the end of the demo is what happens now. So if your curiosity has been piqued and you want to know what happens as you go further down into the floors, into the belly of the Crypt of the Serpent King, you can find out in the Crypt of the Serpent King. I just said the name. I just said it. Alright, this is something that's puzzling me. The next game is supposed to be Ultra Action. It says here, let's see, evils invading the world and their intentions are not good. You can use your wits, reflexes, and an assortment of weapons to destroy them and become victorious. Now, I tried to download this, and it looks like it can be downloaded just like any other XBLIG, but every time I do, it does not show up in my games. We can see what the game looks like here. There's some screenshots. It looks like it's a very basic 2D game. You're shooting stuff in multiple directions. Alright, so I'd like to try it, but when I try to download it, let's go to My Games, let's go to the Use. When I download something, it shows up in this list. But let's see, let's go to the Use. We're looking for Ultra Action. And okay, Ultra Action should be here between Twist and Perfect and then Craft 'em All. Not, but I mean, we would see it before we got to Unicorn Makeout Mania, but it should be somewhere around here. But it's not. So, I don't know. I guess we're not going to be able to play Ultra Action, so that's one thing we have to cross off from our list of XBLIGs for this week. I would like to try it, but I cannot seem to download it. It's time for Board Games Live. We're playing it live. Board games. Alright, I need a gold member to access the online play, so I can play board games online. But for right now, I can browse the games. We got Albuquerque, Backgammon, Chess, Checkers, Connect 4, 5 in a Row, Fox and Geese, Fox and Hounds, Go, Ludo, Nine Men's Morris, Reversi, oh, we know about Reversi, Shogi Zhankui, I probably mispronounced that, and Test Game. So this is Board Games Live. Now we can, let's see, we can design a board game. For right now, let's just play Connect 4. Let's try that. Let's play it. All right, okay, I can move this camera around, and I have this cursor, and let's see, I can pick up. Or add a brick. Okay, there we go. I'm adding bricks. This is how you play Connect 4. I'm pretty sure. That's how you do it. Okay, I'm going to go off the board, and I'm going to keep adding bricks. And I've connected so many more than 4. So many more than 4 at this point. I mean, I don't know what I have to do to win, because look at this. I have so many bricks, the board could not contain them all. The board vomited my pieces out into the void. But I guess that's Connect 4. That's how that goes. Alright, let's exit that one. Exit to menu, sure. Now we can design our own board game. Let's make an empty project. Alright. I mean, okay, save. So it goes back here. What's Test Game? Alright, here's Test Game. It's got some stuff on it. Okay, I can actually put this pawn anywhere I want. I can move all of the pieces. I can roll... Okay, it has dice. I can roll the dice. We can see the dice being rolled. I'm getting, like, all 2, 1, 5, 5. So is this just, like, a free-form board game or something? It's like you don't really need to adhere to the rules. You just make up whatever rules you want. Let's go with, checkers. Yeah, I can just do whatever I want. Maybe I should see what the description of this is. I'm not entirely sure what this is going for. What about chess? I could just move these pawns wherever I want to move them. Yep, there we go. Just put the pawn on the other side of the board. Let me take a look at what the description of this thing is. Because I don't know what it seems like an online game that you can play board games on, but that's not how you would play those games. Ooh, you can play it in 1080p. Fancy. Okay, let's see. Violence 0 out of 3, sex 0 out of 3, mature content 1 out. Mature content is 1 out of 3? I'm wondering why. Okay, create our own board games. Let's see, both new pieces and boards can be built using a simple block builder tool like in LootFest. There are no movement... Yeah, I noticed there are no movement restrictions. Oh, just like in real board games. Okay, so you can just cheat if you want, is what it's saying. Now you can just put the pieces wherever you want, and the other player has to call you out on that and make you stop doing that. So that's kind of funny. You can just do whatever you want. You can just cheat, and the other player has to yell at you to make you stop. And maybe you don't want to stop, and maybe the other player starts cheating too, and then like the game kind of becomes a disaster, and no one wins because the game will not keep track of the rules for you. So that's kind of funny. I guess that's Board Games Live. And I guess while we're on the dashboard already, we might as well just go straight into the next game. I mean, I guess I kind of understand Board Games Live a bit more now. It's not really meant to be a means to seriously actually play anything. It's just a way to have a funny scenario happen where you're playing with friends and you just kind of want to mess with each other. The next game is Electric Racing Car. It's by Torito Software. We race electric cars. There it is. That's their logo. They did that, and that's the logo they wanted to go with, and I will not question their wisdom. I have not published a game, so I have no place to talk. It's Electric Racing Car. I'm going to do this single-player, challenge mode, 18 laps, sure, why not? I'll pick a car. I'll pick the red car. I'll do that. Okay. Brake, accelerate. That's all I need to know. So when they say electric car, they actually mean like a track car. Whatever it is you call these things. We're on a track. And here we go. We're going to race. There we go. Accelerating, and... Oh, I accelerated too much and did not put on the brakes, so I skidded off the track. I have to make sure that when I hit these sharp turns, I have to hit the brake to make sure that I can stay on the track. And I'm just blowing... Oh, no, I was blowing away yellow car, but I messed up. That's all right. We're pretty much in the same place now. That's interesting. That music definitely had a Deadly Premonition riff. Though granted, I do not know if Deadly Premonition took that riff from anything else. Alright, let's get serious. Let's buckle down, get serious about winning this race against Yellow Car. Because Yellow Car is not going to make a fool out of me. I am going to show Yellow Car that I'm no chump and that he picked the wrong red card challenge. Yeah, that riff right there. That definitely has a lot of Deadly Premonition in it. Must be distracting me. It's why I'm losing, obviously, is the reason. Okay, 4 laps left, 3 laps left. Can I catch up in time? Oh, not like that. I'm not going to catch up in time doing that. So as you can see, this game simulates the thrill-a-minute experience of track cars. Or whatever it is that these things are called. It's the final lap. The final lap. I'm in the lead. Yes, you see, I put the yellow car in a false sense of security by being in second place that whole race, only to pull ahead in the end and win. So that's Electric Racing Car. You can race electric cars. And our final Xbox Live indie game this week is Press X to Not Die, which... Pretty sure I heard that expression in zero punctuation. Pretty sure I heard Yahtzee say that. But it's called Press X to Not Die, so it's a game based around that phrase. What kind of game could this be? Well, there are people right there, so real, actual people, so I think that this is promising. You know, I am a button-pressing god, but we're going to start off on medium for normal human reflexes so you can follow along. It's for your benefit, you see. You would not be able to perceive. Oh, hold on.
Matt?
Dude, everyone's going crazy. Everyone in town is just attacking everybody. It's like that shitty M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Let's see, which one of those? Oh, well, let's try The Village.
No, the other shitty one. Never mind all that. Okay, I figured it out. Now this is important. The secret to survival is press X to not die.
All right.
Good job, dude.
Oh my God, Matt! Matt?
I didn't press X in time. Matt! 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 Matt?
All right, so this seems pretty promising. It's Kitty.
Oh my god, I gotta call Christina.
I'm sure Kitty is a master at pressing X.
Hello?
Well, I mean, someone just killed Matt. That's kind of a big deal.
Oh my god. Was it a Twilight fan? I told him not to join Team Jacob.
Aren't Twilight references a little dated at this point? I mean, obviously he deserved to die then.
Well, yeah. But it's still a tragedy.
Hello? Christina? No reception. Seriously? What's with this icon? I've gotta go get her.
Alright, we not only press X to not die, but press X to do things like put our clothes on. It can do both things. One is a little bit more important than the other. Good job.
Oh man, what should I do?
I mean, it's everyone for himself, I think. Alright. He's cool.
Man, a bike would have been useful right about now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I failed. Too slow. Let's see. I knew chemistry class would kill me, but this is ridiculous. Not only press X to not die, but tap buttons to fill up meters to not die.
Crazy bitch. I'm here.
Christina? Christina?
Oh, it's you. You're just in time. My roommate is trying to kill me.
Is that her voice? Sounded like she was dubbed over. Press A.
And that's freezing my toothbrush.
Was a little badass.
I know, right? I mean, 1 minute she's sitting there reading her Hunger Games Catching Fire book, and the next thing I know, she's lunging at me with a kitchen knife. I mean, I know she was really into Hunger Games, but that was ridiculous.
I don't think that's it. It's the whole town. Everyone's going crazy.
Like that shitty M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Maybe they're talking about The Happening.
Exactly. God, that was a shitty movie.
Anyway, it's really dangerous outside. I almost died just getting here, and then your roommate just almost killed me.
Wow, that's great. I'm gonna go take a shower. Cover me.
But...
Let's see. I mean, that she does. I mean, that seems like we don't have time for that.
It'll be fine. Just watch the door.
Her bathroom has a watch. I guess we're pressing X. Oh wait, no, didn't press X in time. What does that say? Into the trial? Let's see, I could purchase the full version, and I'll get 30 minutes of HD footage, over 30 minutes. Let's see, secrets behind the madness, make out with your girlfriend. Well, there's a trailer. I guess we should watch the trailer.
Wasn't part of the plan.
So you know what's going on?
I...
Actually, I'm kind of tempted to buy it. I do have a weakness for FMV games. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it. Press X to not die. I'll have to think about it. But what I don't have to think about is that we've reached the end of Xbox Live Indie Games for this week, where we have covered the games released from April the 5th to September the 5th, 2015. 17 games, though we only actually did see 16 since Ultra Aktion wouldn't download for some reason. We saw Indiemon VS Zombies, Loot or Die, 3 Days of Nurse Fanny, Equation Finder, More Fun with Twins, One Night You're Crazy, The Sexy Exorcist, Avatar Wasteland, Game of Horror, Maison Kanraku, Space Battle, Really Scary 3, Crypt of the Serpent King, Board Games Live, Electric Racing Car, and Press X to not die. And yes, we have reached the end of our time here together this week. Will we look at more games next week? You know, the games have been coming in at such a trickle, I doubt there will be anything next week. But I'll be keeping track of Xbox Live Indie Games in the coming months to see if anything new comes out. And when enough games come out, we'll do another video. We'll take a look at them. We're going to stick with this to the end. I mean, come on. You don't think that I would abandon Xbox Live Indie Games before it has reached the end of its life cycle? No, we're gonna stick with this all the way. And now that we know the date of XBLIG's death, that it's going to stop accepting games, September the 9th, 2016, now the question is on. The question being, what will be the last Xbox Live indie game? What will be the last game to be accepted on the store? What title will have that honor? Which developer will get that honor? Will it be Silver Dollar Games? They haven't posted anything in a while, but who knows? Could it be Sick Media? Could it be Diablo Gold Secrets, the person who does make all those games that take place in his house? Could it be one of them, or could it be a developer who we have not seen yet on Xbox Live Indie Games? Maybe someone completely new could get that coveted final slot. Well, whoever it is, we'll find out in 1 year. Before then, like I said, we'll be taking a look at any XBLIGs that come out in the meantime. And then in September, we will see what the actual final Xbox Live indie game is. I hope you've enjoyed this return to indie goodness as we trawl through the indie sewers looking through for indie gems. I don't think that metaphor works, but you get the idea. I'll see you next time.